Yes, the Reds, Liverpool 3, Aston Villa 0. The much fancied Midlanders have travelled up to Merseyside on a sunny Sunday afternoon and they've got absolutely smashed all over the park. Here I am, Jay McKenna, Kev Walsh. What about that? You can't ask for much more, can you?
Fucking sound, that, wasn't it? To be honest, I was confident coming into it. They much fancied, as you've just said, but they've got the problems, haven't they? Good team, but then you put our team against it and you're just like, where's sound here? Now, I know I've done a lot of moaning over the summer about wanting transfers and whatnot, and listen, there's more moans to come, believe you me. But you look at that team today, even with the centre-halves out, and you just think, strong, nah. And then when you look at the bench and you think, strong, nah. There's little bits all over the pitch you can pick out, and I'm sure we will during the show, where you just think, that looks so good. And it's things like that that just make you think, fucking hell, with a strong win behind you, you might half be alright. But then if it doesn't go that way, believe me, I'll be fucking moaning about it.
Jurgen Klopp had a message especially for you this week. Shut up, stop whinging, love this team. And they gave us a lot of...
And I fucking do, by the way, I fucking do love them.
But they did give us a lot to love today. Kev's right. It was the sheer difference in quality all over the pitch. In every department, we were better than them.
Yeah, we were. And it felt to me like it clicked today. Like, you know, those lads, lots of them have played against Bournemouth. There was little patches of it against Newcastle, you know, quality shone through, but not like kind of consistently. But today it just clicked from the off. We wanted it more. The early goal helps, but I think the players just wanted it. Maybe they wanted to prove a point. Maybe they just had a few more days in training with each other, a bit more cohesive. But it just worked. Everyone done their job on the pitch. The lad next to me, and he's usually a moaning bastard. He's a bit like Kev, but worse.
Sounds
but
good.
No, he's just worse. But he was like, you know, everyone on the pitch. But yeah, like, I think the standout for man of the match, but you could make an argument for lots of them players being one of the best players in the game.
Yeah, felt to me like this was this new team announcing itself a bit today, like especially with 11 players for once.
When Endo come on, I was thinking, imagine just like, because obviously there was no like worry at that stage, but imagine if someone did do something stupid, got sent off. You're like, Endo, you can't play no more. Sorry, it turns out it's you.
Yeah, you're the jinx. We just said, didn't we, before this started, it's like, you know, who needs a sixth when you've got players in midfield that can run around with a bit of energy and a confidence on the ball, want the ball, can pass. Yeah. I think there's a thing in, and it's something some people said about the idea of not buying an out-and-out six, or, you know, even a couple more kind of defensive-minded midfielders is, at home, do you need it? And I like that Liverpool almost said to themselves today that no, we don't. I think Jones can do a lot of work in midfield, but we trust the McAllister to just take the ball and have it.
That's what I was going to say there. It's not, I don't think we didn't play with a six. I think McAllister was, like, I'm not into calling him a six. It's his defensive mid we're talking about, like, because we're all half fuckers. But, like, you need a deep playing midfielder, don't you? And even when you're on top, you've got to have somebody who does that role. Now, when you're on the back foot against a Man City or something, that role might be 25 yards deeper. Today, it's on the halfway line and from foot forward. But McAllister, mate, what a player he is, mate.
He's honestly, not going to play it like Fabinho, is he? But he's going to give us something totally different.
Do you know, he can't play it like Fabinho because his physicality isn't the same.
His touch.
His touch, his passing. And the thing I love about him the most is just his awareness of what's going on around him, whether it's when he's got the ball or when he hasn't. And to be fair, Fabinho was often praised for that as well. He seemed to read the game a little bit ahead. And that McAllister, mate, he just looked like another Wijnaldum. And that's as high a praise I can give, because Wijnaldum's one of the best.
I was thinking this about our midfield today anyway. I was thinking this, and I thought this when Pint came in last year and stuff like that, but I was looking at midfield today and thought, this is like that Liverpool, not of old, like the last couple of seasons, but the ones before that, the Wijnaldum, Henderson, and then in midfield. Lots of energy, lots of work. You sometimes don't see what they're doing if you just like kind of the game pass you by until you watch it. And Wijnaldum used to be a master at kind of just getting his body in between their man and the ball each time. And McAllister just kept doing that today. I was thinking he's not even trying to win tackles. He's just getting there just before you. He's just getting between you and the ball.
That as well, isn't it? Like, so he comes away with the ball a lot when he don't go to that position, by the way. But much like Wijnaldum, as you say, he just reads the problem. And he might not be able to solve that problem straight away, but he's slowing that problem down. The problem doesn't then go from the central midfield area into a channel behind Trent, and then everyone's going, fucking hell, Trent's out of position there. And you're like, well, actually, a decent centre mid would have stopped that pass from getting there. And they're a team today who are built to play on the break. And McAllister, although he's the deepest lying player from the midfield, is able to just basically cut off, they call it the passing lanes now, don't they? But that's what he's doing all over the pitch. And it might not, as you say, Jay, it might not be with a tackle. It might just be with some clever positioning and a foot in, that says the player, you can still have the ball, but you haven't got time to turn and play.
So much more control. I know our viewers, some of them are upset we didn't talk about the Hungarian Steven Gerrard early enough on the last one. So we've got to talk about him in the first 5. I hope we've managed to squeeze him in. So good again today.
You didn't talk about him as fast as he scored. He scored so fast I missed the goal. I was just coming up the steps as it.
I got in the ground just in time.
I was in on time, but Alfie wasn't quite on the seat in front of me yet. So I looked up and here it is in the back. He's just phenomenal, isn't he? Yeah. The first time I watched him play, and this is not meant as a dig because I like this player for us at times. He reminds me of Emily Chan, the way he runs. He's got the same run as him. Like this. Cut that, Sam.
But it's just fast.
That's what's known as damning with the faintest of praise. By the way,
just like the watch you're playing, I was thinking it's like literally moves the same, like I'm kind of the style of run. But he just doesn't stop running, whereas Emre Can would have been able to do one sprint like that and he'd
turn like a fucking tanker. But
Emre Can was a handsome man, I'm not sure.
He was everywhere, and today, this is the thing I thought, it's like, he's a player I was looking at and I was thinking, it's what you just said before about a 6. He's the old box-to-box. I reckon in a game, if Liverpool had no McAllister, no Bajcetic, no one who could basically sit, you could say to him, you just sit and look after that there, mate, and he go, all right, sound, because he's just a midfielder.
If you pick McAllister and in today, you're talking like, I'd say a Mascherano, Gerrard or an Essien, Lampard. That's the type of midfield they can play. Because the way we play now, we've obviously got the extra one, which is Curtis Jones today. And I think when I looked at it, I thought it's probably going to be McAllister. But a bit of me was thinking, I just wonder if he'll just drop Jones into there to say to him, there's quite a lot of competition ahead of you know, because Gravenberch is obviously a very similar role, isn't he? Listen, I've said it many times. As far as I'm concerned, we should buy the better players as they become available. Yeah. And listen, if it's someone like Jones, who everyone knows who I love, if you're not good enough to get in the team, then unfortunately, mate, I'm sorry about that, but we'll keep you going.
The competition's what we want, and the competition's what we haven't had. And all of a sudden, you're thinking, if Thiago can get himself fit, Gravenberch comes into the mix. Bajcetic, what a mix of midfield options.
YouTube. Press the button, become a member of the Anfield Wrap from the heart of the city of Liverpool. The best way to enjoy all your Liverpool-based videos, everything you need, every single day. It is the Anfield Wrap.